Well, hello there, everybody. We are back. Holy shit. We are... This is such an amazing feeling. I don't know why the hell... Oh my god. I just made a transmission and... Well, my YouTube decided that he doesn't want to comply and he wants to make another one. So all the people that were staying tuned for the premiere now are oh shit, why is this even a thing? I don't know, but yeah, we are going to town. All right, everything should be set up and ready to go. Welcome everybody, and today we are checking out our high score. There we go. I'll make this full screen. Oh my god, why my camera is so destroyed right now? Hi. Why my camera was not in that, I have no idea. But hey, here we are. Hello everybody. Today's stream will be a little bit shorter. We won't be playing anything today because I'm tired of this game for now. I really am. Today I'll be just breaking down what I did in my run to get 31 million score. To be honest, it wasn't the best I could have got. Yeah, it wasn't the best. It really wasn't. One map I totally screwed up. The other map debuff screwed me. So I think with the right setup we are easily aiming at 35 million next year. I think it's pretty reasonable, to be honest. My Pikachu feels the same way. I believe so. Yeah, so let's jump back into it. Now, this is my recording. It lasted about 2 hours. I'll be keeping this as short as possible because I don't have a lot of time today. Maybe like in half an hour, maybe a little bit more. I'm very happy. You can see that I am really happy about what I accomplished. I think the 30 million is like pretty damn good, but it's not my best. I don't think that's my best. I didn't have I didn't get the best debuffs. I got the best map selection, almost the best. The worst scenario wasn't the best. I feel like the Dragon Boneyard with this strategy will be a bit better because the enemies come a lot slower and it's a lot easier to make the high numbers on specific targets. So I think the worst scenario could have been better. So we're looking like plus 1 million there, at least plus 1. The fourth map, so let's be honest, the second cliffside, I totally fucked up. Oh my god, I'm so mad at myself because after worst scenario, I knew when I saw cliffside, we can do this. I knew we can do this after the worst scenario when I saw cliffside. So I was nervous. I was legitimately nervous, and I've made so much mistake, you can't even imagine it. So much mistakes were made during my second cliffside. You have no actual idea what possibly could have gone wrong. But yeah. So let's start this. I will be trying to do my best to explain everything, but it can be difficult, so I apologize in advance. To be honest, I'm really shaking right now because it was a lot of fun, but a lot of scares as well. But let me show you what I mean. Like, this is a bit. Oh, hi Dan. Yeah, nice to see you. Watching from work. I'll be lurking. Okay, thank you very much. Will not be live very long, but either way, let's just see this. So I'll be making sure this is as high as possible so you can see actual gameplay. In this map, the normal. Oh my god, maybe not so much. This map, this is basically the basic strategy. We've done what we could with the first cliffside. Pretty much basic arcane dragons, ice darts, the lasers. This is pretty much basic, as basic as you can be on the first map. Right, our standard kill box. Nothing out of the ordinary here. I've made some good score here. I think it could have been better by few thousand, but it still was a very nice run. Let me just. Oh, this is the end of the wave 2, wave 7. I'm sorry. So we made here 4 million and I believe almost 700,000 on this map. So I'm pretty happy about that. My very best on this map is for the War Mage. That's very important. For the War Mage difficulty, my very best on this map is 4,900,000. So I'm pretty much almost there. So yeah, the first map was pretty much very good. The buffs, not so much. This buff basically did nothing for me. I was expecting at least discount, something like that. The second map, we got the coastal highways, and I can tell you already, we only did 3 maps. It was cliffside, double, coastal highways, double, and the war scenario, which you will see here. Now, the coastal highways was a bit difficult at the beginning because the game decided to get rid of ice. So the score on this map could have been better. I think we could have reached 10 million. Yeah, if the first cliffside was pretty much perfect, and on this coastal highways, if I have gotten the discount or bonus money at the start, either of those two, and did not get the ice immunity, I think we will be aiming at 10 million after map 2. So that's pretty damn good. I'll be skipping that part. So yeah, the first wave, I've basically just was all over the place. I was trying to do whatever I could, but yeah, if I've decided to block this entrance right there at the wave 1, I won't have nearly enough money to just get through the first wave. So I've decided to go with something different here. And you notice that in here I have the Jar of Ghosts. I've decided to bring it here just for the safety. Like if I'm not strong enough at some point in time, I can just drop the Jar of Ghosts and maybe just die if I were at low HP and with no mana. Pretty much +1 to score at least in some cases, but I don't think I could have. Yeah, I'm not thinking about anything that I could have done better here. In my previous attempts, I was trying to do molten gold instead of the trinkets, but the but the reset trinket of our cooldowns is just so much value in these cooldowns, so much consistency in score that I don't think that's really a possibility to change that for anything else. At least to the point in time when in Orcs Must Die will be a new element or something like that. Maybe after this point it will be different, but for now it is what it is. I picked Jar of Ghost for protection, and that's basically what I run for the wave 1. This first wave wasn't that bad. I mentally prepared myself for the Rift Lord, but this is still War Mage, so that wasn't that bad. And basically after starting in the middle of first wave and selling everything for the wishes, Heretic, that might be better for combos. Yeah, true. I was really set myself on the idea that I won't have enough time to do this, to sell everything and go up. I was just so, maybe not scared, but I wasn't confident in my abilities. At this day it was a very horrible day, and I just decided to have a try. So I wasn't confident enough to do this, but you're absolutely right. That could have been better. That could have been. That would be better. So yeah, you're perfectly right here. The first wave was not that great, but after the first wave, that's where the magic started happening. Like on this map, this corridor, like here, you can see my mouse. You can see my mouse. This in here, this is so much combo value in this little room. You have no idea how powerful for the score this is. Like the enemies, when you block the entrance right there in the back, the enemies go there and they just go back. That lets your traps to have more time to reset themselves, right? So with the cooldown trinket, it was basically non-stop times from times 7 to times 12, non-stop, even without me working here. So yeah, this map is amazing for score. In my opinion, the best map in tier 2 selection for score, because this is just insane. This is just insane how much this map, especially with the flamethrower, because you can just click the right mouse button for like, I don't know, 1 second, basically not use any mana, and everything is on fire. Then you just stone it, double jump, everything dies with with times 13 to 15. Like, this is just amazing for Egan and with a flamethrower. And of course flamethrower saves you a bit of money, so you have this constant gain. So yeah, this map is amazing, and I was really lucky to get it 2 times in a row. Let me just skip to the point where, yeah, so that's the end of the run. Like, you then was talking about the first wave. I think if I have gotten, if I could place ice here, and with this strat on the first wave, like do anything basically to just keep the score going, I could have gotten the 10 million easily. The 10 million on the second map is very much possible with the, of course, cliffside coastal hallways combination. So yeah, it could be better, but it is what it is. I think this was still a pretty good job in my opinion. There were, I believe, 4 more enemies. Yep, so we're gonna just stay and watch them die. I was trying to group them up, but the Jar of Ghost wasn't helping. I was trying to group them up so I could just kill them all. Basically, yeah, and that's the combo, and that times 16 on everything. That's so much value. Of course, the power time of this map is pretty damn hard, so I wasn't even aiming at it. In here, I got the reduced cooldowns. Like, if I would have picked the Alchemist Satchel, like, who would have done that? In here, the Order Temple, I had to reroll the ice immunity, so I was forced to play with increased cost, and I was so scared for the wave 1, and pretty much I let, I believe, 2 enemies through the rift at wave 1. I think I remember that. Yeah, I was at 98. Because the first wave was so hard because of this. I was able to place everything, every element in place, but it wasn't enough damage to kill everything and not die by the end of it. So if I would got the Dragon Boneyard in here instead of the Order Temple and was able to reroll this without this ice immunity from the beginning, I think we were looking at plus 1.5 million in here. So we are already in like plus 2.5 to the total score. That couldn't be better. So yeah, I of course picked Order Temple. Like, there's no really a decision right here, right? But everything was here so expensive. Like you can see here, it was a bit expensive, especially the ice darts, because I rerolled them for double nose HP. So that's basically the best debuff on tier 2 that you can go with. That really is the best you can go with. And oh my god, these bots are pissing me off. Alright. Yeah, this is pretty much the best debuff on tier 2. Like, maybe the enemies, like the dynamite archers, would have been better, but later on, if I got the dynamite archers with the next 2 debuffs that I got, this wasn't going to be good. Like, if you're still here, then the same situation with the previous stream, like the two debuffs for the damage for enemies, and everything range just one-shotted me, whatever. That was so intense. So yeah, the basic setup right here. I think the setup could have been better. This of course was ruined for me because of the bug. So maybe score could have been better if this wasn't for the bug. But yeah, basically what happened is in this spot right here, I have put the saw blade launchers facing this way, so they will just go back and forth between the case and the middle side, on the downside. And for some reason, I had the same bug in front lawn with the slicers. For some reason, when the dragon is hitting the saw, when it shoots, the entity of the dragon remembers that something was there, and it just stays there for the entirety of the map. So every dragon for both sides was just hitting this invisible entity that wasn't there and just bouncing off in the entire different direction. Like, if I can see this right here, yeah, that's still good. When I have put this, oh, right here, I was even just pissed off about this. Like, you can see this, what's happening right here. Maybe when, oh, there we go. It goes and just bounces back. Yeah, that forced me to not replace, but reposition my dragons, so the efficiency of them was not that great, but I did what I could to keep this going. Like, this is beautiful. This is so much beautiful. And using the barrelflies here is not that great of an idea, because if I would have used the barrelflies in here, oh wait, oh, like in here, in this or this, the enemies will pretty much just stay in this section and be killed by bouncing off saws on the dragons. So barrelflies was not really an option. The dragons are much better, but note, the dragons are without any upgrades for damage. The only upgrade on dragons is this bounce of the wall once, and that's it. The dragons do too much damage for them to be upgraded the whole way, because the enemies will just die too fast, even on double HP. The dragons just hit too hard. So I run the dragons without any upgrades for damage, just the bounce. And it works perfectly. At least it was before the stupid bug. Like you can see in here, when the saw goes through, the entity just stays there, but it's invisible. Only the dragons are just, I don't know, thinking there's something there and just bounce off of it. So that's really pissing me the fuck off. I thought this bug was just in the slicers, but this bug, I think it's in the dragons. Like when they see an entity in some place that it shouldn't been, then I don't know, dragons maybe remember that, and just this entity just stays there invisible, and that hurts so much. Yeah, this is just heartbreaking to watch. Like, this dragon doesn't make sense at all. This what I've done right now is just doesn't make sense at all. So I've basically decided to put them a bit to the side, so they're running the half arcade, half of the runway, like in the middle. So they're still hitting a lot of enemies, but not all of them, like before. So that impacted the score in some way. And here I decided to get rid of the dynamite archers so they don't piss me off, because the cases were a bit more expensive. But I quickly decided to not bait the fate, because when I go to the rift room, like you can see on the map, all these gates, right? If I decided to fight the dynamite archers in there with bonus damage, they will just one-shot the gate, and all of these enemies will just go through because I have no money to replace it. So I quickly just gave up on this idea. I rather to replace everything here. Like, I have bonus layers in here, so if that happens, this run wasn't over, right? This is basically all additional money just spent on bonus barricades to ensure nothing gets through without being beat up to death. So yeah, that was a very dangerous idea. In here, I think this gameplay could have been better. I was just all over the place. To be honest, I wasn't really thinking that this is going to work. But the last waves just gives you a lot more than previous ones. It's just so much. Like you can see here, pretty much one wave gives me like, yeah, 1.5 million, something like this. The last wave, like you can see here, this is still the other wave. 16 million, 17 million. I've ended up by the end of this with 22. So that's 5 million score just from the last wave. That's huge. That's huge. And of course in here I picked the reduced cooldowns. I was thinking about the restore mana or headshots, but yeah, I was still for cooldowns. Yeah, 13 million score. for this map. I think that's good. Not the best, but still very, very damn good. In here, I was praying to see cliffside. I was so much praise to see cliffside. And I did see the cliffside. I was so happy. But then I rerolled the third tier, which is very dangerous. Because rerolling the third tier basically means you're facing a threat to rolling the debuff that gives immunity to some elements. Like if you roll immunity to CC on this map, you're done. There's nothing you can do without CC on this map to even get through the first 3 waves. Because in first 3 waves, you simply don't have enough money to buy enough traps, to have enough damage to even kill everything. That's impossible to do without CC. Maybe if I had the discounts or bonus money, that would work. But still, without CC, it's no frozen, no slow, no stun, no stone. So that's basically like no knock-up. I think that's not. I don't have a stun. I have the knockback on my third and stun. Yes. So that's basically times 5 gone. Just from immunity to CC. So that's a lot of trouble. But in here I rerolled basically the same situation I've got before. And I think I was AFK here. No, I wasn't. You increase damage and you increase damage for range. So basically everything one-shots me. No matter what it is. If it shoots, it one-shots. I was very skeptical about going Egan here. Because I knew there were orc mages. There were mages, there were archers, dynamite archers. That's it. Those 3. But it's so much in so much numbers that I would just go and die back and forth. Like, so I don't know if this was the good idea or not. But I've decided to go with Cygnus. I just wanted to have more mana to ensure all the stones over and over again, which doesn't make any sense later on. You'll see. You'll see later what I mean. But yeah, this was very hard map, and just a heads up, just a little foreshadow. I totally fucked this map. I totally screwed up this map because I've seen the score. I knew I'm on cliffside, so that's basically +4 at least million, right? I was so nervous. I've started to make so much mistakes here, like so little mistakes, but it snowballed for the entire game basically. Just I was so angry at myself. I am so happy that I did not record my microphone here, because you would be just hearing, fuck, shit, how is this even possible? Why is this happening? Fuck me, why? This run is over, fuck this. Like, back and forth. Over and over and over again. I was yelling so much. No one in my building, in my house was here, and I still heard outside my window, shut the fuck up. I was yelling so hard on this map. Like, you can see here, basically, the first wave wasn't that bad. After wave 2, after wave 3, that's just snowballed into madness. Wave 3 just snowballed into madness. I think I'll just let it run in the background. Yeah, Cygnus ambush is a good idea here. Yeah, I thought so as well, but with the amount of death on my part, like, first mistake here. Look at this. You've seen this. This is 112, 19. Let me just pause in the right moment. This Kate. What do you think was gonna happen? What do you think it's going to happen there? Because I placed this gate, I was sure it was right placed. I was sure about that. Well, it wasn't. But you'll see later what I'm talking about. And this 1K was one point when everything just snowballed to hell. Everything was going so bad after this point, it's just unimaginable. Unimaginable. You can't even imagine it. To just say. In here I started to lose a bit of control, but I was quickly repairing my mistakes, so I was fine. And here, you can see here. Let me just, I thought I was going to place that gate, but I did not, so let me just go back to this moment. Oh, I did not. Okay, I skipped that moment. One moment, I will find this. Okay, that's the end of wave 3. I just solved everything I could. Go here. Unimaginable, thank you. You see here? I've played Cliffside for so fucking long. I knew it was perfect 4, right? I see this little thing, this half a block out. I see this and I just don't care about it. I know in my head that that's supposed to be 4 next to each other. That's perfect. I see this and nothing goes in my head. No alarms, nothing. So basically in here, like you can see on the map, right here, all enemies can go through. Besides the big ones, but any small enemies can go through that. And that's the point when everything starts snowballing to hell. I started raging, I stopped paying attention to some things, I started to make so much mistakes on this map. I lost more than half of my risk points on this map. More than half. I'm not proud of myself here. I could have done this map a lot better, a lot smoother, but I didn't. And it sucks. But I own my mistakes. That was mistake on my part and only on my part. I own that. Yeah, I still did. You can go through. I still made the 30 million. That's true, but to be honest, I was so mentally destroyed that I. You see here? I saw this. I heard they entering the rift. And that's the moment my head just exploded. I lost all my cool. I lost everything. Sorry, my phone. I lost pretty much every bit of plan I had for this. I just started to save it however I can. But it just doesn't matter. If I wasn't in my kill box, they will just go through because there are no stuns, no damage, basically just most of them just go through. But I was here trying to save this, and by doing so, I lost more than I would have lost. Is just I would let them through. I should, after this mistake, I should just let it go, play on the other side, get as much score as possible, and the wave, when the wave ends, then I would repair this. But I decided that this was the right time to save this, and that was a fucking mistake. If I just let it go, I would have lost like 30 rift points. That's still less than I did lose. I was so mad at myself, because I'll just let you watch this shit. I've seen my mistake right here, and now it clicked. This one have a block, it clicked. And of course everything starts to go to shit. Right from this point. Like, I don't know what I could have done. On this wave alone, I lost like 500,000 score. On this wave alone. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, I own this mistake forever. And hey, everyone makes mistake, right? Especially when they're nervous. But yeah, this was easily avoidable. So easily avoidable. So, after that point, I don't have a lot of time left, so I have to speed this up a bit. After that point, I basically just started to do whatever I can. Just do as much damage as I can. I've placed the Phantom Kate right there just to draw the sappers. And that worked for a while. What I did not see is that, you see here? This Kate is already gone. This Kate is already done for, right? And I didn't see that I don't have another Kate in here. This Kate was already damaged because I was fighting there and the archer just, I think, hit it. And, oh, it wasn't damaged. But the next 3 sappers goes through, and just guess what happened. I was so fucking mad. They destroyed the gates and just go through. And I was so mad at myself. I was so mad. I was yelling so hard on this map. Oh, you have no idea how mad I was. To be completely honest, I think I've never been so mad at the game like I was in here. Never. I only blocked that, but damn. It was so hard to not just rage quit from this. By the end, I was just one-shotted by every single thing there was in here. Like, I went through, killed a couple of people, and they just one-shotted me. And that was happening constantly, so I was really mad myself. Oh yeah, I lost more than half my rift points on this map. And I lost even more by the end. Yeah, I was just dying constantly. In here, you can see, I just stood there and just raged so much. Oh my god. Yeah, they did pass sickness, they did pass. 26. I picked the bonus damage. It's the only thing I could do. Like, see this? This is even worse for the War Mage difficulty. Even worse. If I would play this right, we were looking at 5.5 million at least. Yeah, at least 5 and 5.5, something like this. So we are already at 3 million. Yeah, 3.5 million. Better. Potential to get better. Right now I just got this. I rerolled the bonus damage and I got the more expensive ceiling, which wasn't that big of a deal. I got the Fire Lord, so that's some score, let's just say. So that wasn't that bad. And I got Coastal Highways again. The other choice was... what was the other choice? Let me just see after this. This recording is so long, I have trouble to calmly go through this. Icebound Mind and the Coastal Highways. It's basically no choice there, right? And in here, like for the 20 or so minutes, I just went to cool off. I got out of the room, started walking in the hallway, just trying to contain my emotions, trying to cool off. It worked. It worked. I am happy it worked. I was cooled down. I was again thinking, so that's okay. I knew on this map we would beat 30 million. I knew this already. What I was scared about is that I could lose this, because I only had 36 points remaining. And I got fire alerts. So in my mind, all kinds of scenarios went in, was going horrible, right? The sappers blowing arcades, the killing firementals when the little ones just go and blow up the gates, everything goes through. So much scenarios went through my head at this moment that I just decided to switch back to Igin and brought the empty rift scroll, which was the good decision, by the way. I switched the reset trinket with the empty rift scroll, just to be sure I go through this map without dying, without losing. And that's basically what just happened. Everything here, like, you can see the first wave, I couldn't hold them. I did the strat on the gateway, but still it wasn't enough. And the empty rift scroll just saved me here. I had increased damage on the floor, so I've just decided to go for gazers and chip up some damage. Yeah, and to lure this ogre down to be able to sell everything and kill him in time. Like, I already knew the part-time is not happening, so that wasn't a big of a deal. And basically throughout this wave onward, it was smooth sailing. Nothing really unexpected happened. I just built my kill box a little bit longer because of the almost 2,000 in cost for the ceiling by itself. But yeah, I think it was pretty good. I was starting to do some real score, and by the end of it, this is so perfect. This looks so goddamn good. And by the end of it, I did it. Yeah, you'd have to spend 100 times of starting coin for trapping first gate run. Get both sides and make a kill box. It's not easy. Yeah. But I've made a promise that I will do 30 million this year, and I did it. I did even more than 30 million. There was a potential to do 34 million in this run, but I screwed it up. So there's that. Let's just see the screen for a second. This was my milestone for 3 months, something like this. I think I'm constantly getting better at the game. The knowledge is getting there. So our next milestone is 35 million, but that's for the next year. This year I won't be playing Orcs Must Die anymore. I just don't want to burn out. Like, often I have something like, I like the game. I play this game non-stop. Basically, anytime I have time. Anytime I have time, yeah. If I have time, I play this game, and in 2 weeks, I just burn out. I don't want to play this game more. I just finished it in my mind. So I don't want this to happen to Orcs Must Die. So I'm gonna to go break from Orcs Must Die for this year. We'll be back in January. I just don't know when exactly, but we'll be back in January for more Orcs Must Die Scramble. Maybe some new strategies. We'll see. Yeah, thank you, Dan. Thank you so much for the support. And that will be all for today. I'm sorry I can't play anything right now. I just don't have enough time. The next stream will be a Wednesday. This stream will be on Warframe. This time, no Orcs Must Die. Like I said, this will be a Warframe stream. And it will be the last stream of this year. Yeah, see you later then. Thank you so much for being here. So like I said, Wednesday stream will be the last stream of this year on this channel. And we'll be back, I believe, the 3rd of January. It's a Monday. And we'll be back with Warframe. And then later this week, later that week, maybe we'll get back to Orcs Must Die. We shall see. But for now, thank you so much. This was my breakdown mentally and breakdown of my strategy. This could have been beaten very easily. So we will try to do this in January, maybe even February. Depends on luck. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you on Wednesday for Warframe 3. Bye bye.